Hello teacher, good afternoon. This is daily routine of my classmates and mine. Hi teacher, my name's Anna. I get up at 5:30 every day. After I take a shower, I usually prepare sandwich and coffee for my breakfast. I take the transport for my school every day. I eat my lunch at 20. So I eat my lunch in the school. My classes finish at 15 o'clock. After school, I usually or always return my home. I frequently arrive at 15:30. Before do my homework, eat dinner at 20 o'clock. I before bed look my photos in my cell phone, and finally I bed at 23 o'clock every day. But before I washes my bed. Second, Alejandra. She gets up at 8 o'clock in the morning after she brushes her teeth and changes her clothes. She frequently eats a fruit smoothie. She takes always to transport, so she eats her lunch at 11 o'clock. He usually eats his lunch in the cafeteria. Usually her classes finish at 50 o'clock. She after school does all her homework. She comes here home at 16 o'clock. She eats sometimes dinner at 19, and she takes a shower and brushes her teeth before goes to bed, and finally she goes to bed at 23 o'clock. Moy, he gets up at 6 o'clock. He washes his face and brushes his teeth. He usually has breakfast cereal. He takes public transport. For goes to school. He eats his lunch at 11 o'clock. He eats his lunch in the school. His classes finish at 3 o'clock. He after school does his homework. Sometimes he comes his home at 15 o'clock. And he eats his dinner at 20 o'clock. So plays video games, and finally he goes to bed at 22 o'clock. And finally, Sally. Sally gets up at 4:30. She bathes and brushes her teeth. She usually doesn't eat breakfast. She travels by public transport. She eats lunch in the school, frequently eats breakfast eggs. Her classes finish at 15. She after school does all her homework. She always returns her home at 4 o'clock. She doesn't eat dinner. She brushes teeth and packs her backpack for the next day of the school. She goes to at 11 o'clock sometimes. Thank you.